Hello, this is Mr. Tybox123, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you an unboxing of the brand new Samsung Galaxy S2. So this phone has just become available in the UK. I literally just went down to the O2 shop and bought it. In the O2 shop they're doing it on a non-contract agreement for only £399. Everywhere else is doing it for about £549, so a very good deal there from O2. But anyway, my business phone is on O2 and I use an iPhone 3GS at the moment for that and an iPhone 4 for my main phone. So what I'm going to do is swap out my second phone, my 3GS, for this Samsung Galaxy S2, which is obviously running Android, so I can give you a bit of coverage on a different operating system to iOS. So this is the box which it came in. It's some quite nice packaging. And one thing I noticed literally the moment that I pulled this out of the bag is just how similar this packaging is to the iPhone packaging. They both lift off, they're very similar sizes, and the packaging is almost exactly the same. And I have noticed that there's been some rumours around that Apple are having a bit of an issue with the way that Samsung are producing these phones, in the fact that they are very similar to the iPhone, and straight away that kind of stands out that it is fairly similar in terms of the packaging. But anyway, let's take a look at the specs for this Samsung Galaxy S2. It runs Android 2.3. It's got a 1.2 GHz dual-core processor. It's got a gigabyte of RAM. This particular one has got 16 gigs of storage on board, but you can get a 32 gig one. You can have up to 32 gig external storage in a SD card. It's got a 4.3 inch 480 by 800 Super AMO LED Plus screen. It's got an 8 megapixel camera on the back capable of 1080p, which is amazing. And it's got a 2 megapixel picture on the front, which is the front facing camera. It weighs 4.1 ounces and it's got a 1650 milliamp hour battery. The manufacturer's skin is Samsung's TouchWiz 4, and it also supports NFC as well. So that's the basic specs of this. So let's take a look at what we've got on the packaging before we open it up. So on the back here it tells us a little bit of information about the phone, tells us some of the specifications that we've just ran through, also the fact that it's got an AMO LED screen, Wi-Fi certified, and also says DivX HD, which is quite interesting. I'm wondering if that supports native DivX and Xvid out of the box, which would be quite a fantastic feature. So let's open up this box and see how it's presented. So literally right on the top of the box is the Samsung Galaxy S2 itself. Looks very nicely presented. First impression is that it's quite large. If we just put the iPhone up against it there, you can see that there's quite a difference in terms of the size. The screen sizes looks absolutely huge compared to the iPhone 4. But let's take this out and have a closer look. So there we go. First impression, it's really thin and really light, extremely light. I'm pretty sure that there's no battery in this at this stage, because that is ridiculously light, and it's also very, very thin. Let's take a look at what else is in the packaging. So we just lift that top piece up. So we've got a quick start guide there and warranty information. Then we've got the USB cable, obviously for connecting it to a computer and maybe even charging it. We've got some headphones in here. The headphones actually look quite smart. Let's just pull them out. There's the headphones. We've got a mic and some kind of button on there, which I will presume will probably do the volume and maybe playback. And then further down in the box we've got the actual charger. It's a very small charger, again reminding me of something else, but I won't keep going on about it. And the USB bit on the end there. A bit further down in the box we've got the battery, quite a small battery. And then the last thing in the packaging is just some extra different size earbuds that we can use with the headphones. So let's put that to one side. Let's just open up the battery here. And then also take the plastic off of the phone. So we're just left with the cover, and then we'll just put the battery in. So I'm not quite sure how you get this back piece off. Okay, it just pulls off like that, and that is really quite horrible. It's just a really flimsy piece of plastic there that's on the back, which is on first impression just not very nicely made at all. But anyway, we'll slot the battery in. There we go. And then we'll just place this cover back on. I guess it just clips into place somehow. Really don't like the feel of that back bit of plastic there. It feels so cheap. Let's just take this bit of plastic off the front and turn it on. If I can find the power button. There we go, it's on the side. And let's just watch this thing boot up for the first time. Even with the battery in, it feels really, really light. Can't believe how light it is. And the screen looks absolutely fantastic. And there we go, it's now turned on. The screen really does look very, very impressive, and the dimensions of the phone look very impressive as well. Let's just put it up against the iPhone 4 to give you some kind of idea as to the size differences between the two. So I'll just line them up there. Let's just zoom in a little bit. And that should give you some idea as to the size differences. So we've got about a finger's width here at the bottom, about a centimetre longer. And then if we actually put the iPhone on top, it's about 3/4 of a centimetre wider as well. So about a centimetre longer and about half a centimetre or 3/4 of a centimetre wider. If we look at the height between the two, they say that this is the thinnest smartphone available, and in fact looks literally a kind of gnat's hair thinner than the iPhone 4. It's going to be difficult for you to see from this angle, but there really is very little in it, if anything at all. So that was my unboxing of the Samsung Galaxy S. I'm going to use this phone now for the next few days and see how I get on with it, and then I'll be bringing you some coverage of the cameras and also a full review at the end of it to let you know how I'm getting on with it. If anyone's got any suggestions about ways in which I can use this Android operating system, which I'm completely unfamiliar with, anything good to try or to test, then please do post a comment below and let me know, and then I can include that in my testing and then present that later on for you in the final review. So thanks again everyone for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe for more, and I'll see you all in the next video.